Have you ever wondered what it feels like to start a new life after a major change? Post-divorce, I found myself at the threshold of a new city, ready to face the world with renewed vigor. Moving to a new city, you see, was my brave plunge into the unknown. A fresh start, a chance to rewrite my story. The city, with its sprawling streets and towering skyscrapers, was a blank canvas awaiting my brushstrokes. I was all set to paint an exciting new chapter of my life, brimming with hope and determination. I landed a job, a new rung on my ladder to independence, but it wasn't all smooth sailing from there. My new boss, to put it mildly, was a bit of a tyrant. Every day was a challenge, a battle of wills against his oppressive reign. It was a cloud that threatened to overshadow the bright new start I had envisioned. But every cloud has a silver lining, and mine was my colleagues. A fantastic group of caring, supportive individuals. They were like a beacon of light in the storm. They made the workplace bearable, even enjoyable at times. But amongst this sea of friendly faces, one person stood out. His name was Eric. Eric was the embodiment of charm. His welcoming smile and endearing personality had an undeniable magnetism that drew people towards him. Stories and laughter were exchanged during lunch breaks, and a bond started to form. His presence became the high point of my day, a solace amidst the turbulence. Our connection was undeniable, and it grew stronger with each passing day. One evening, after a particularly grueling day, I found myself sharing my troubles with Eric. He listened, offering words of encouragement and support. It was then that I realized that what we had was more than just friendship. It was a connection that was about to change the course of my life. Little did I know this connection with Eric was about to change the course of my life. Sometimes the most unexpected friendships can lead to profound changes in our lives. Such was the case with Eric and me. We started off as mere colleagues, sharing tales of our lives and echoing laughter over lunch breaks. It was a refreshing break from the monotony of work, a chance to unwind and connect. Eric, with his undeniable charm and cheerful demeanor, quickly became a beacon of joy in my daily routine. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, our connection grew stronger. I found myself eagerly anticipating our lunchtime chats, looking forward to his stories, his laughter, his companionship. It was a bond that was growing, subtly but surely, deepening with each shared smile, each exchanged word. Then came a day that was particularly stressful, a day when the tyranny of our boss seemed more oppressive than ever. It was on this day that I found myself opening up to Eric, pouring out my frustrations, my fears, my challenges, and Eric, he just listened. He listened with a patience and understanding that I had rarely experienced before. His words of encouragement, his unwavering support, they were like a balm to my troubled soul. In that moment of vulnerability, something shifted. I could see it in his eyes, I could feel it in the air between us. It was a realization, a dawning awareness that the bond we shared was more than just friendship. It was a connection deeper, more intimate. It was as if we were two pieces of a puzzle that had just found their perfect fit. And so our friendship began to unfold into something more. It was a delicate dance, a careful balancing act between maintaining our professional decorum and exploring these newfound feelings. But it was a dance we were willing to perform, a dance that held the promise of something beautiful, something profound. It was in this moment of vulnerability that a new chapter of our relationship began. A chapter filled with the promise of deep affection, mutual respect, and unwavering support. It was the beginning of a journey that would challenge us, change us, and ultimately, bring us closer together than we ever thought possible. Navigating the delicate dance between professionalism and romance can be quite a challenge. Our friendship had gradually transformed into a deep affection for one another. We were more than just colleagues now. We were confidants, pillars of support amidst the highs and lows of our professional and personal lives. Every day, we carefully balanced our burgeoning love with our professional responsibilities. We became experts at concealing our feelings, keeping our relationship a secret from our colleagues. The office was our stage and we were the actors, playing our parts with such conviction that no one suspected a thing. Behind the scenes we cherished stolen moments together, quiet lunches in the park, hushed conversations in the break room, fleeting glances exchanged across the office floor. Each secret rendezvous felt like a thrilling adventure, a sweet escape from the monotony of our daily routines. We found solace in each other's company, in shared laughter and whispered dreams. Our bond was forged in the crucible of shared experience, the pressures of our demanding jobs, the stress of maintaining our secret, the exhilarating rush of forbidden romance. As the months passed, our connection deepened. It was as if we were two pieces of a puzzle, perfectly fitted together. Eric was more than just a caring partner. He was a beacon of light in the storm, an unwavering pillar of strength that I could lean on when the pressures of life became too much to bear. In the quiet moments we spent together, away from the prying eyes of our colleagues, we found comfort in each other's arms. We reveled in the warmth of shared secrets and unspoken promises, basking in the glow of our hidden love. Yet with every stolen kiss and lingering touch came the increasing difficulty to keep our love confined within the four walls of our workplace. The more we tried to suppress our feelings, the stronger they became. It was as if our hearts were rebelling against the constraints we had imposed on them. Despite the challenges, our bond only grew stronger, and our love for each other became impossible to ignore. We were caught in the throes of a secret love, a love that was too powerful to be kept hidden any longer. There comes a time when the heart can no longer contain the love it holds. For me, that time had come. My heart was filled to the brim with affection for Eric, an affection that had grown quietly, yet relentlessly, in the confines of our shared workspace. A love that had found its way through the cracks of our professional veneer, blossoming amidst the chaos of our demanding jobs. One day the dam broke. I found myself yearning to express my feelings, to let Eric know just how deeply I cared for him. My heart pounded in my chest as I gathered the courage to confess my love. It was a moment of vulnerability, a moment of truth. As I looked into Eric's eyes, words tumbled out in an emotional rush. I spoke of our shared laughter, our shared struggles, our shared dreams. I spoke of my admiration for his strength, his kindness, his unwavering support. I spoke of love. To my delight, his eyes sparkled with joy. His warm smile grew wider, and in that moment I knew he felt the same. He drew me into a comforting embrace, a silent affirmation of our mutual affection. Yet we were mindful of the precarious position our love put us in. We understood the potential ramifications it could have on our careers. And so we made a decision that would change the course of our lives. We decided to leave our jobs, to seek opportunities where we could freely express our love. We chose to step away from the familiar, to embrace the unknown. We chose to break away from the constraints of our workplace, to build a life together, a life built on love, trust, and unwavering support. In that moment, we both knew we were ready to take our relationship beyond the confines of our workplace. We knew we were ready to embrace a future together, a future filled with endless possibilities, a future built on the foundation of our shared love. Starting anew can be an exhilarating yet daunting experience. The thrill of the unknown, the promise of a fresh start, the challenge of carving out a new life. It can be as intimidating as it is exciting. But when you have someone by your side, it feels less like a leap into the unknown and more like stepping into a thrilling adventure. And so we embarked on our journey together. Free from the constraints of the past, we were ready to create a life built on love, trust, and mutual support. We forged ahead, embracing the unfamiliar with open hearts and minds, drawing strength from our shared experiences and the bond that had grown between us. Leaving behind the familiar, we dove headfirst into the unknown. We sought out new opportunities, new landscapes that would allow us to express our love freely, without fear or limitations. The world was our canvas, and we were ready to paint a picture of our life together, a life defined by our love for each other. Looking back, I realized that the arduous journey I had embarked on after my divorce, the challenges I thought were insurmountable, they all led me to this beautiful love story that I could never have imagined. It was as if every hardship, every tear shed, every struggle was a stepping stone, leading me to a love that was profound, all-encompassing, and utterly transformative. It's strange how life works, isn't it? The trials and tribulations we face, the heartaches and the disappointments, they all serve a purpose. They shape us, mold us, and lead us to places and people we wouldn't have encountered otherwise. In the face of adversity, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. And sometimes, amidst life's hardships, true love finds a way to flourish. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the clouds may seem, there is always a silver lining. In my case, that silver lining was Eric, the man who turned my life around, bringing love, laughter, and light into my world.